What is up, RC family? Welcome back to James's RC Garage. Today on the bench, we have the Bronco. We are going to put our Treal rims on, 11 grams each. The Injora rock terrain crawler tires, nice and soft, decent compound. So we're going to put those together today. Hope you enjoy the video and stick around to watch. Let's get to her. Alright. I also picked up this mat on Amazon. I don't remember the company though. Of course. But it is magnetic. And these, now the description on Amazon said that these were a 4-piece wheel. Looks to me like it is 1, 2, 3 pieces. So again, Amazon got it wrong. I mean, I'm sure there are 4-piece, but on this specific set, right here, there's your part number. Said that it was 4-piece, but they're 3-piece. So either way, it doesn't really matter. They're 11.6 grams B-type, black and red. So, and they are from Treal Hobby. Alright, let's get them together, shall we? Slip the ring in here. Stretch the tire around it. Alright. We'll slide the back in. Come on. There we go. Pull it a little bit so that the lip can come out of the rear bead. That's just how I do it. Everybody does it a little differently. I like it seating in there real nice, like. All right. Let's get some Loctite out the drawer. Alright guys, on my wheels I always use red Loctite because once I mount my wheels, I'm like Jim from Rock Wolf Designs there. You know, once my tires are mounted, that's where they stay. So, yeah. As of right now, I have 1, 2, 3 sets of these, and then I have a plain Jane set on my Atlas. And again, these are on the Raptor, and I just put the other set of the Raptor rims and tires on the CR18. So we are going to slip the bead lock in, hit the bead rim in, big bead ring, sorry. Slide that in there a little bit. See if we can match up some screw holes. Now it looks like they are all the same length here with your screws, and even the ones that come in the wheel itself, they all look the same length. So it doesn't look like we have any longer ones, but we'll get her figured out, eh? Alright. Get our screws going. Alright. Put some fresh Loctite in here. Alright. Got some fresh Loctite. Alright. Let's get a screw in there to get her started. Push down on the ring and line your holes up. A couple screws, just turns to get your threads caught. And I go just like on a regular rim and tire. I crisscross, make a star pattern. Couple turns in, get the threads started. Alright. And yeah, so there we go. These are starting out very, very nice. Little recesses in the ring for the screw heads. That's pretty neat. Think I might jump on Maz Designs and being it a Type B wheel, pick up some extra rings for this thing and some scale hardware. I think that would look pretty neat here on the Bronco. Alright, let's start with some Loctite. Just a little dip on there. Oh, a little dip, as you can see. It's a little blurry, but you can see it on the screw. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright. That's a little tight in there, so we're going to have to work the ring here. Back the screw out a little bit. Work it, play with it. Make sure you're not cross-threaded. Don't torque on these because these screws are very soft. So we want to make sure we get it in there nice and even. There we go. Now we're not cross-threading. Alright. And we'll go through and we'll re-cinch everything here as soon as we get all of the screws in. Alright. A little bit more on there. There we go. these other 4 on here and put some Loctite on there. Right. Pop that up in there. Get this screw to start nice. There we go. Alright. Rock on. We are doing good now, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. Even on one-to-one vehicles, man, I love the smell of new tires. I don't know what it is. Just love the smell of new tires. You guys ever do that? Smell your tires? Oh yeah. Love the smell of new tires. Now we're just gonna let this record, and we're not gonna do no editing. You guys get to see anything and everything that goes on here. I'm not gonna cut anything out. I'm gonna do my best to show you how I do my bead locks, whether it be 3-piece, 4-piece, or even you know, the 2-piece ones. Well, I mean, I guess they still be considered 3-piece because they have the rings. So I guess your two-piece would be like ones that you just glue together, I guess. I guess it wouldn't even be considered a 2-piece, it'd just be considered a regular rim. So yeah. And now we're gonna continue to go through and in a star pattern here, and keep putting our screws in. Loctite them all, and well, that'll do ya. Guys, look at how sexy that's looking already. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is already. Beautiful rim. Beautiful rim. And it makes the tire look nice. Yeah. I like that. Alright, let's keep adding screws. Like butter. Oh yeah. Very nice. There's a little bit of extra Loctite on that one, but that's okay. That's okay. Little extra never hurt nobody. At least that's what I was always told growing up. Little extra never hurt. Little dirt never hurt nobody. You know. You know, if your screws do start to go in kind of tight, just back them out until like you either feel a click or you know, if you know, backing it out and putting it back in, you know, you feel it start smoothing out as you're turning it. It you won't cross thread then, and it goes in nice and smooth. There's just a couple of screws here where I've had to you know, do the back and forth thing just so they won't break or cross thread or anything like that. Put a little bit more money back on the card, and then I'll have to go over to mazdesigns.com and order me up some new rings for these babies, and then I'll show you my process of painting them. We're gonna use automotive rim paint for it when they get here, when I order them. I'm not sure what set I'm gonna order yet, but I do know we are gonna get some rings from Maz Designs. Right. Alright guys, we are almost done with this one. Looking really good so far. Now I don't know if I want to put the center lugs in there yet. But it looks like we will be able to get our 4.0 in there to loosen and tighten everything. So we will just have to see here in a moment. Eh? And no, I'm not Canadian. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Been living here in Wisconsin for good, I would say, 85% of my life. As I mentioned before, my father was in the military. He was in the Air Force, MP, so I got to live over in England, and well, I think we're losing that screw in there. We're just gonna leave that one in there. Didn't want to sit on this driver here very well, so we'll go in and retrieve that later. They always give you extra ones anyway, so. But yeah, I got to travel all over the place because, like I said, my father was in the military, in the Air Force. So, alright, looks like we have. Oh, there we go. But born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Kirkland Air Force Base, and my mother's from Pennsylvania, in the Susquehanna Valley. And my father is from here in Wisconsin. So when he retired, we decided to just stay here in Wisconsin. And then I was young when my parents split as well, too. So Alright, let's go through and just give these guys a little bit of a snug now. They are all in. So we'll just give them a little bit of a snug up, one at a time. Just take your time with this stuff too, guys, because like I said before, you don't want to rush things. You know, you'll get your screws bound up and you'll break one, or you'll strip one out. One of the many scenarios could happen. So, you know, just take your time. And me being used to being a mechanic wrenching on 1-to-1, the feel for, you get the feel for tightening things. And sometimes you do over crank. I have done it. As a matter of fact, my Raptor deadbolt chassis has a broken screw in the transplate, the inside screw. Not the one on the bottom, but the one on the inside that holds the trans to the plate. Minus the bottom two screws, obviously. So yeah, I broke that one because I either cross-threaded or, you know, just went a little too tight. Alright, there's the first one done, guys. Looks very nice. We don't have... These are not vented. I don't vent my tires because I trail ride and mud run. So I don't want my foams breaking down or anything like that. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we're gonna put the lug nuts in. Let's see what happens here. We'll throw it on the Bronco and see if the tool fits. And here again on these simulated lug nuts, take your time putting them in. You don't want to break them. And again, I go crisscross pattern just a habit. I mean, with these parts, you can just throw your screws in. You don't have to do it in any orientation or anything with this part because it's one solid hub. The screws just screw on and are used as decoration. So I'm not Loctiting them. I am just throwing them in there for aesthetics. Wow, took 23 minutes for me to build one tire so far. So I think we're going to pause the video here for a minute after we check and see our clearances and stuff with these lug nuts and our lug screw. So yeah, we'll get this one on here and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, there it is with the lug nuts. Doesn't look too bad at all. I think that's pretty nice. Might have to take the Sharpie and color some screw heads. Turn them black. Alright, let's see if our tool fits. Oh yeah, Looks like we're gonna be in the clear, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My tool fits in there nice and perfect. That's what she said. Alright, guys. There you go. There is number one. Tire number one. Does not look bad at all. Alright. We are going to build the rest of them off camera. And we'll be back to show you all four. Hang tight, guys.